Hello everybody. I'm going to be doing a file folder for with these products that were sent to me from Spellbinders. It's the flea market finds. I've already actually done this part of the video, the first part, but I don't know what happened. I must have deleted it. I don't know. So I'm sort of going back. I've actually sort of I'm about here. I'll show you where I am. So I'm about sort of here at the moment. So I'm going to be making that out of the nice papers and everything, and then decorate it with stamps and different things. So I thought, because I like making these, so I thought I'd show you what I do, or what I did. I'm going to use the big one actually. It's easier. I work from the centre point. Oh, I've got sort of, I haven't got a sore throat, but it seems my voice is gone today. Right, so what I do, I've got one in here normally, is I work from this centre point, which is usually, well, that's 8 3/4 there. Okay. And what I will do, I'll make my spine here. Okay. So I will come in like 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'll go to there. Go to 8 1/4 on this, but yours might be a different size, so you know, don't always go by this. I'll just get that in. There we go. Okay, so that's our spine. Yeah, so it's 8 1/4 there, and that's the original one. It's slightly not on the groove there, if you know what I mean, but that's fine. It's about 1 millimeter out, but I don't take any notice of that. So this is going to be our front bit. So I want it like 4 1/4, so I have to count back. Yeah, I'll just get that nicely in. Okay, so that's 1, 2. I'll do it this way. 3. That's 4. Okay, and then the quarter will be here. All right, so that should now be 4 1/4 to there. Yep. Yeah, so it goes to 8 1/4. Yeah, and that's that bit. I don't need an extra bit in here, but sometimes I'll just do like just one, like 1/8. All right, so I'll do that. So I've got a bit of leeway on me cover, so I can put something in there if I want to. Okay, so like I said, it's the first score line is 8 1/4, then it will be at 4. Okay, and that will give our page size 4 1/4. Yeah, and then I'll come in 1/8. Okay, and do another score line. So that's that bit done. Right, so when we do this bit, so I go to that center line now. Yeah, and we know we want 4 1/4. Okay, that width, so I'll go to 4 1/4. Ooh, I can't see, so hopefully you can see. I haven't checked. Oh yes, that's fine. I'm at arm's length, so 4 1/4. Okay, and then we need our 1/2 inch spine. Yeah, so 1/2 inch. Okay, so on the next part of the video, I put an extension in, all right, because I want more than that. But that is the first part. Okay, I do like to get these going a bit. Yours might turn out totally different. Sometimes it depends where these are. Okay. Right. Now, shall we have that as the front? I think we will. Right, okay. Right. So there's our frame, right? It always looks a bit skew-whiff until you know, a bit later on, but it's not. Okay, and then here, right, we've got a little bit of an overhang. I mean, you can keep it like that and leave it like that, but I don't want it like that. So in the next video, I cut some off of this, okay, like that. Then I reapply this bit. Okay, so let's cut that off, because you'll see that, and that becomes a pocket. Okay, so like that shape there, yeah, and then this, in a minute you'll see I've got the extra piece of card, and then this becomes a pocket. All right, and I think I end up putting like that on to shape the pocket as well. All right, so okay, that's the first bit. It's really funny going backwards though. It's like, oh, I've already done this, and how did I do it? Right, okay, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've cut a piece of card. Okay, there's a similar weight to the file folder, okay, because I want to extend it. I have chopped off another bit off of here, okay, because what I want to do is create a pocket. Okay, so this, just a straighter side, this will go on here, okay, eventually, all right, and then this will create a pocket here, okay, and what I will do, I will stick that back on underneath, yeah, so we've got a nice file shape there, yeah, and then we'll carry on. So I know I need that first score line 4 1/4 to keep the same size of the page, yeah, so I will score it 4 1/4, and then we'll go from there. It's just a matter of playing, you know. I sort of play with file folders all the time, because I actually really like them when they're different, you know. So, but I'll go to 4 1/4, because we know that's the size of, you know, the actual pages, yeah. And it doesn't, sometimes it's hard to show until it's actually put together. All right, so that's there. I mean, we could have either the pocket there, yeah, or we could have it that way. All right, and the pocket will be at the back. All right, but I can't stick that down yet, because I need to mat and layer it, yeah. But so that's going to be my pocket there, so we need at least another one to flip over that, yeah. Okay, do we want a bit of space on there? We do. So you see where this score line is here, where I've gone 4 1/4, yeah. Sorry, I can't do it with this one, because I need the little spaces, the 1/8 spaces. That's why you're always best to get the ones that have got 1/8 of an inch right across. Right, okay, and then I'll just come in a bit there, just 1/8, okay. Just gives myself a little bit for pockets and you know, things going in it. Just a little space there. Okay. And then from that, I'll do the 4 1/4 again. Just need to just roll it up until it's right. And then at least I can butt that up now. Okay. And I'll go 4 1/4 again, and we'll just see. Some of this might come off. Yeah, it might be too much. That was putting me off that line there, like coffee staining. I was like, why am I going wonky? But I wasn't. It's actually the paper that was wonky. Okay, right, let's have a look now. It does look really confusing. All right, but we just worked out from this bit. I mean, if you haven't got these things, it's okay. You can work out what you want, you know. So I've done sort of just under 4 1/4, and these are 4 1/4. That one from there, that's 1/2 inch. Yeah, spine, 4 1/4, 1/2 inch spine, and then we've got a bit here. Yeah, that will go as a pocket in the back. Yeah, so that's going to go there. Okay, and I'm going to have a look how it looks. Yeah, and I think we are about right. Yeah, so I will attach that. Then I've got a little bit there. Okay, that's great. All right, and on that front I will put a pocket in here with some card. Okay, it will be a bit better, you know, right length. I'll do it out of this. I'll put a pocket there. Actually, that's probably near enough work, that length, that width, but it'll be that way, but I can cut it out of this. Yeah, and that'll be like a flap. I might, yeah, yes, anyway, I'll have a look. So I've got my little extension there, which is great. Okay, what I'm going to do first, okay, so I can stick the pocket in, so I know exactly what I'm doing, is just, I need to mat this piece here at the back, okay, and it will be that way, because I want to stick this in, yeah, which would be there, like that, and I want to stick that in. So I'll put that there. This I'm going to stick back on. It's, like I said, it's just a matter of playing. You just go on top. Oh, just a minute. That's all right. I'll do it that way. It doesn't matter. I was like, what's gone wrong? Silly me. Okay, just gives our pocket a bit of strength and also reinforces that edge of the pocket. Yep. Okay, and this one we need to do to cover totally. So just pick any piece of paper really. I think I'll go for one of these sort. Yeah, I think I'll go for that actually, and we'll cover this from about there, I reckon. Okay. So now we're sort of getting to know that most of our page sizes are 4 1/4, so we can actually go ahead and cut a load out. Yeah, so we don't need quite as much as that, do we? So because it's under the pocket, so I'll just go to there and I can save myself some or something else. Okay, so we'll put this in. I hope. I'm gonna check it because knowing me, I got it wrong. Okay. I think we're right. So that will go there, and then when that's turned over, we got that matted, so that's fine. So now I'm gonna stick this in. Okay. I'll tell you what, when we reinforce those with a bit of fabric. Yep. Okay, before I do that, okay, I'm going to reinforce this a little bit. Okay, it's about these are 1/2 inch, so I'm gonna have to come in a little bit. Yeah, just cut some of them off. This is just for a little bit of reinforcement on the spine bits. Again, these are any file folders, so that's outside. Okay, that's inside. Okay, we're going that way, and now that's the inside. Yeah. Once it's all together, it's quite easy to follow, but it's just doing the flaps, and honestly, I change them all the time. It doesn't matter, and that's what's fun about them. And on this one, I'm also going to put a little bit of fabric down. Raggedy bit, so I will just cut it, not flush, and then mess that up in a bit. Okay, just make sure that's sort of manoeuvred a bit, yeah, so it lies flat. Okay, because the paper's going to cover this bit here and there, yeah. And then we have the inside of this one here. So again, I'll do exactly the same. And now we can put this in. Okay, we know the short end's there, and let's go where that line is. Okay, that will go in there just slightly away from the spine area. Okay, so all I'm going to do is run a bead of glue along here. I stitch mine in too, but okay, get the bend, one nearest to me, which is there. Just make sure. Okay, and then that goes like that. Okay, and then we've got that there. Yeah, what I might do here is do a little exactly the same as what I've done here. See, I've done that 1/8 of an inch, and I'll do that here and then bend that over. Then that will be a little bit shorter, which will be absolutely great. Okay, but that's all fitting together lovely. Yeah, that's good. And then there's our pocket, you see. I want my 1/8 of an inch to come in towards this bit here. Okay. And that gives us some room for pockets or even a flap. So if you don't do that, you end up, and it puts too much pressure on all the joins. Right, hello everybody. I had a bit of I don't know what happened yesterday, but my iPad cut out. I think I was showing pockets, how to put, not pockets, flips in. And my iPad cut out, and oh gosh, I must have had loads that didn't actually film. So anyway, but that's okay. I've got other videos on how I put these together. I think I've chosen what I was going to do, and I think it got to, I was just about to show you how I create the flips, which again I've done in other videos. So, and I've laid everything out how I feel I want it. Yeah, and I think it was this one here was the flip. just here. So I pinned everything together so I don't lose it. Which this is, I put in a false flip here. So all you do is the same size of the page, and then you just leave 1/2 inch, and then you can stick that on before you put the paper on. Yeah. So that's that. There was other things. I was going to do some pockets like this first before I actually stick them on as well. So yeah, and I've cut everything that sort of looked, and then this here, I was going to decorate that pocket and then bring that in like that, so that matches that sort of thing. Yeah. So that's what I was going to do there. Here, I wasn't sure whether what I was going to do here, but I like both of those bits of paper. So at the moment, I've put them there. Okay. Oh, no, that's the front one. Sorry, there was another bit. I did have another bit. Oh, it's somewhere else, I think. Sorry. Yeah, that's the front. I really like that at the front. So, yeah, so it looks a bit jumbled now, I'm afraid. But it's only because I've gone along and get a feel of how I want it. Like, I've done that, and there's a top flip on that one. Okay, I haven't done all the pockets. I haven't stuck the flips in because I might do some stitching on this, and also, you know, maybe a belly band or like a pocket or some lace. So I'm going to decorate all the bits that are going to go flip in, if you see what I mean, first. Yeah, and then I've chose that for the black, and then inside here, all right, is another bit. Like I say, there's belly bands. I've just chose papers that go together and not decided on actually exactly what I'm doing. This could be, you know, a pocket or something like that, but I've just put that there for now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is do some flips up first. All right. Right. Okay. Let's stick all that in. Don't want to lose any of it. I think it's going to be absolutely lovely though. This is definitely my favourite. It's beautiful. And this one. And that together looks really good. And that sort of brought that red over here. And I have chosen also what I think I'm going to do on the front cover. So yeah, it's good. But I can't wait to decorate it, if you know what I mean. So I need to get it sorted. Right, let's do the flips first. The pocket we'll do in a minute. Let's do the flips we're actually going to stick in. It won't take long because everything's been cut out. So I'm going to do this one here, because this has got to be stuck in before we put that on, you see. So I'm going to do that one up first. I've actually ordered some fabric because Moda do it, and I didn't know. So I had a look this morning, and yeah, I managed to order like a set of fat quarters. And yeah, I'm going to definitely make another journal. So definitely. Because I will be most probably stitching around mine. And what have I got? I've got black stitching on. Oh, well, that'd be all right, I think. Yeah. Do the inside as well. I haven't got anything for that, have I? Let's see what we got. It's going to be there. And that looks lovely together, doesn't it? Okay, I might have this. That'll be, sorry, I'm thinking there's going to be journal pages in here. So you're not going to see these together, even though I've done that, but you aren't going to see them together. So let's see what we've got. Oh, now I'm going to have that, I think. That one there. Okay, I'm going to have a bit of a pocket or something. Have I got any of that left? I don't think I have. What have I got here? Some bits. Yep, I think I'm going to just, I'm making pockets up out of all the bits. As you know, that's what I do. I got another bit there, so that's great. Okay, let me do that with this though. Quite like that. Use some of those bits up too, didn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna, she'll want a big one there, I think. Let's have a look at this one. Is that a spider? I don't know. Actually, I'm going to reinforce that bit there inside. I come in a bit so I don't touch the tape. Yeah. Oh, so that gets stuck in there. Like that. And I'm most probably going to put like a little tab down here of some kind. Make that into like a ticket thing. I don't really want to cut any of the tickets up. They're too nice. I will be using them in here, but actually I'll put that in a minute, just in case I need to see what happens here. going to shorten it a little bit. Right, I'm gonna get the book a minute. Can't wait to do the flaps, and then I can stick all this in and then we can see it a bit better. Where was that? It's here, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. I'm just checking the actual length of the flap before I put that other thing in. Yeah, so I don't actually want it to come down here because then the book never stands up. So even though I quite like things hanging down. So, yeah, we're going to be fine, look. Yeah, perfect. Okay, right, I'm going to stitch around this now. And I'm using black because that's what's in the machine, and I always do quite like black as a contrast, so I shall go ahead and do that. And here we go. Okay, and then when that's in, all right, that will come down there, and then you've got a pocket here. Okay, if you want deeper pockets, then you can still stitch around, and you can stitch around the tag, but do that separate and then stick it on with the, you know, with the flaps. I don't put a lot in these sort of flaps because of it lifting off the page, so I always keep the top flaps, you know, as something very small in or very thin. So we can now put that in here. Right, hold on a sec. I always, with the flaps, I always come in a little bit too. Okay, because I feel as though I don't want them ever coming out, sticking out. So, and I like to stay away from the here, or else it buckles these bits. Yeah. And while that's drying, we'll get on with the other flap. I'll just leave that alone for a sec. This probably looks really confusing to you because you haven't put this together, if you know what I mean. But when you've put it together, you sort of know where things are, ish. Here we go, there's a flap. Yeah, ish. Right, well, this one I've actually done like that. And so, oh, pocket can be made out of that. So that's going to go there. Okay, and that's going to go there once the pocket's done. Perfect. Oops, forgot, I just filled it up so I don't need to squeeze very much. Some of them are a little bit narrower. That's only because I'm actually using pieces of paper up, and I think with because the file folder has been coffee stained, it blends in really well if you've got a slightly bigger gap or anything. So I don't mind, and it's a way of using up those papers. So it's going like that. This one I thought would go here. Right, we want one more bit, don't we? So I'm using up bits, and I thought I might do a bit of a diagonal pocket. Rather than straight. I might do some stitching along that bit. Okay, instead of sticking that down, hold that in place. Right, so that one is now dry, and I stuck that page in. That's all I've done there. Okay, that's that one, and the other one is on this side. Yeah. Okay, that's holding something on the back. But hold on, and that one's there. Okay, and I've done that out with another piece of the paper. Okay, which I thought went really well. So, and you can always put, you know, a little sticker on there as well. It doesn't have to stay like that. You can decorate even more. I'm just going to hold this piece of paper here. That's the other side. There we go. Just that one there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go along and stick what I can down. Yeah, so we've got the flaps in. I haven't got any flaps going that way. Yeah, that was a flap there. That's the only one I've put in, where most probably enough time you get the journal inside, and then we can put more pockets and things here. That's no problem. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do some sticking down. Okay, right, like here I shall put that on. Yeah, on the front, and stick everything down I can, not the pocket here. I shall keep that together because I'll stitch around that before I put it in. All right, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then it'll be clearer on what you're seeing. Okay, now ink everything up and stick it down. I don't mind, there's a bit left here, but actually I think we're going to be all right. And what I'll do here, you see, is I'll stick that I'll cut around there, then I'll stick that one down and then cut around again. All right, so we've got the right shape. Right, okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I stuck most of it down, all the base layers anyway. So that was the front. I've actually sealed the front and the back, okay, just in case I get anything on it. I do it with, you know, you can do it with Mod Podge or acrylic wax, whatever you use really. I've done mine with acrylic wax. This is going to be a pocket, you know, in a minute. But this is what I've done so far. And this is going to be a pocket here. So I've just stuck down the base layer under there. I've done that one there. And base layer there. And that, you saw me do that. Okay, and then that's that one. And then this way is, I've got a big pocket here. Okay, and that's the pocket that we originally done, you know, with the flap when I joined the piece to make the extension. So I just thought that went really well. That's going to be a really big pocket, which I can put in now, actually. You know, they're easy to make. You know, you can get the similar size to the page. I use, I measure, okay, and then add an inch. So if it's 4 inches, I do 5, and then the flaps just score down 1/2 inch each side and 1/2 inch on the bottom, and then you've got your big pocket, or you can make them any size you want, and then hole punch on there. And always put the bottom flap over the sides, which I'll show you that in a minute, or else sometimes tags and things will catch in the bottom. So when you fold them in first, and then this one goes over the top, yeah, and you stick it in that way. And always make sure this is away from any of the fold lines, once it catches. And that's that one. That's finished. And I'll take that off now. That's the flap there. So I haven't got anything here yet, and I haven't done that side. So what I'm going to do first is this pocket here, I think. I'll work out how I was going to do that. And we can actually stitch that on if we want to, because it's a flap, they're easy to get to. A lot of this I can actually, because they're flaps, I can put mine in and stitch around, but it's not everywhere, but most of it you can get done. Right, so I haven't got no flaps or anything on this one, so it's as is. That might be a belly band. There that goes. Okay. Right, let's put this on. Yeah, I had to put my jacket on. Well, it's freezing. I don't know, the sun's shining and yet it seems like really cold. It was that way, wasn't it? Right, I think with this one, I'm going to use I'm going to have a 2-tier, you know, like it's going to be like that. That looks really nice actually. I'm not sure whether to have 2 pockets. No, I won't. I'm going to have it, I'm just going to have one because I think I can slip something in here and it can stick out there, which will look nice. Okay, so I need to stitch around that. Okay, and here I think that looks nice. Wonder that would have been nice there. But have I got any? No, I've only got them that way. Actually, let me have a bit of that. That might go somewhere else. Yep, I'm going to put some lace on that one. Don't have to put lace on, but I am going to be adding a little bit of lace throughout the journal, not much. I'm going to use this one because it's nice and flat. Okay, and then later on I will do an embellishment for the middle of that belly band. Yeah. It's fine because we've got a little bit of, got about 1/8 of an inch down there, so we're all right for the space on the inside of that one. Yeah, like that. I should have inked up the edges though. See, just had my lunch and forget already. Right, I'll go and stitch on around that. Okay, so that's what that looks like now. All right, that's being stuck in. So I stitched all around that one first and then stuck that in because I'd already stitched around this page. This one I can most probably stitch around, so I've left those two unstitched, top and bottom there. So now we go on with this one, and I'm going to have a pocket sort of there. I will trim this down a little bit actually, so that it fits this piece of paper, because this is, you know, a piece that's been left over, so that's cool. Same as the bit of file folder there. And I'm gonna stitch around that bit. Okay, leave the rest because I might put something over that later on. Yep. There's another pocket there. Gosh, yeah, could have done with a bit of a flap there actually. We've got all those flaps here, because that's the extra flap, wasn't it? This one here, because that's in there somewhere. Don't know yet. I'll come back to that one. Okay, mustn't lose that. Okay, and I would rather back that with something, you know, I'd rather keep that for something I need, a bit of collage or something, and then I'll back that with something else. That's better. And I'm gonna add something that comes down, if you know what I mean. So I've got to find some sort of net or something like that, because I want to start making, you know, it look a bit more raggedy.